Both players using McKenna as we are underway. Untubular on the red side, Tinppa on the blue side. Get those votes in, folks. Juice coming out left and right. Untubular with the first score of the match, 14-0 Tube. Near lob by Tube, far lob by Tube. Far lob the opposite corner by Tube. Lots of lobs. Now a blue shot by Tube. Tinppa with the super. It's the Juice Pythagoras to the corner. 19-14 Tinppa. Lots of blue and lob shots by Tube. Helped Tinppa build that juice. So when he got the super, it was a juiced super. Of course, Juice makes the disc go faster. Juice super, very fast. Probably the fastest type of shot you can do. And a no-tail shot by Tube. Juice Pythagoras again, 41-14, Tinppa. Taking the lead here in the first set. Tube finally scoring again, 41-27, Tinppa still in the lead. Both players got the juice, but Tube scores 12 points there. Narrowing that lead to 41-39 Tinppa. Both players hugging that west wall. Tube with a shot down the middle. And he gets a shot to the corner, 57-41. Great comeback in that set by Tube. He takes set one of game one, but it's going to be a best of 5 series, so could be a long way away from the finish. Tube with a near lob. Tinppa gets to it. Tube now with a blue shot. Tinppa still has the juice. 21 points to start the second set for Tinppa. And he needs it as he's down a set. Tube's the back line. The lob, but Tinppa got to it. Tinppa has the juice. Tube still building. Has to throw a lob again with a deflection. Tinppa could not get to the deflection by Tube. Tube gets 17 points. He's down by 4. Both players, perfects back and forth. Both have the juice. And Tinppa shot 2-hopper off that back panel. Gets the score. It's 40-17 as both players building up their perfect streaks again in this rally. And Tube, the shot straight, pretty much on a straight line to that corner. 40-30 still Tinppa leading. And as earlier, I randomly gained the sound on my computer. Now I randomly lost the sound on my computer. It's still fine. I still see what's happening. Tinppa, the 1-hopper, 57-30, takes set 2. We're in a third set. This first game. Players have not played each other in this tournament yet. Did not meet in the winner's bracket, but we see them here in the loser's bracket. These players know each other very well from the beta and from the tournament since the game has been released. It's 20-0 Tinppa after that. Near lob falls, and Tube with a 2-hopper gets 7 points. Now 27. Tinppa still in the lead. Both players juice back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Get up near hell point. Tube having the lob. Tinppa steps up a little bit. Tube with a blue shot. Tinppa still on that juice. Tube with another blue shot. 27 points for Tinppa, as Tube not able to get a streak back after losing it. 47-7, Tinppa with the advantage in set 3. Tinppa with the super, it's a Pythagoras, but Tube gets to it and scores. 47-22, Tinppa in the lead, but not as big of a lead as he used to have. And he just still wins the game for Tinppa, as he has the advantage, both players. With that juice, we get near help point. Tube with the lob, Tube with the blue. Tinppa able to finally take advantage. 68-22. Tinppa takes the third set and takes game 1. We've started game 2. Both players building up that streak of perfects, trying to get that juice. Both players have the juice. Wall ride from Tube. Wall ride from Tinppa gets through. 16-0 Tinppa. And we see perfects from both players as we start this next rally. Both players have the juice. And my sound came back. 15 points for Untubular as my sound comes back on the wall ride. 16-15 Tinppa with that small lead. Tinppa now with the super, it's a saw blade. Extends the lead now. 25-15 Tinppa. And Untubular, the shot, scores, one hopper, 26-25, small lead for Tube. Tinppa catches the near lob, follows it up with a drop shot, 34 points, with Tube with an ace. So now 36-34, Tube still with a small lead. Lost the lead, gained it back real quick. Drop shot by Tinppa, followed up by the post shot by Tube. Got exactly 50 points and took the first set. Sorry I've been a little out. I'm confused as to why my computer's audio is cutting in and out. But my video is still here. I'm seeing what you're seeing. 11 points to start the second set by Tinppa. Back and forth with the perfects, with the juice. Untubular with the blue shot, and Tinppa takes advantage with a one hopper. 27 total points this set for Tinppa. Tube yet to score. We're halfway to a jam for Tinppa. Tinppa looking for a super. And it's a saw blade off the near wall. Interesting, you barely saw anything happen. It was a saw blade off the near wall that Tube got to. Tinppa forcing Tube to throw now two straight blues. And Tinppa gets one into the corner. 47-0. Tinppa with the advantage, looking for the jam. Tube, though, doesn't let the jam happen. He got 11 points there. Follows it up with some more points. 47-19. Tinppa still has the lead, still has the advantage here in set 2 of game 2. Tube with a straight down the line shot. We've seen that a couple times. It doesn't really seem to work. But that curve shot does get knuckleball to the corner. Still down by 12. Tinppa. 47-35. Blue. Blue meaning Tinppa. Perfects back and forth. We see the juice. We see a juiced wall ride from Tinppa. He scores 64-35. We're moving to set 3. Back and forth we go with perfects as Tinppa gets the juice. Tube had the juice too, but was not able to get that shot. 12-0 Tinppa. Both players again have the juice in this rally. Both players liking the wall ride. Tinppa with a closer wall ride. Gets it through. 28-0 Tinppa. Again, Tinppa looking for a jam. He's more than halfway there, and he gets 10 more points to it. 38-0. Again, both players looking to build that perfect streak. Untubular maybe looking to build up his confidence again. We're up to 15 points in the rally, nearing that hell point, but Tinppa throws a blue. Untubular now looking for the super. It's usually the other way around. Untubular able to take advantage with the spiral. 17 points for him. He's finally on the board in this set. Tip of the wall ride. Tube able to get to it, but he has to lob. Back and forth, 2 with another blue shot. Tinppa, the one hopper, scores there, takes game 2, 55-17. So an update with me with the series score. 2-0 Tinppa. Game's moving so quick, I sometimes forget who won. Tinppa up 2-0 means Tube needs the next 3 to get through. Tinppa only needs 1 more. Best of 5 series. It's a loser's final of this tournament. We're past 20 points in this rally. Untubular has control because he has the juice. Tinppa hasn't thrown a perfect in a long time. 26 points for Tube, bringing his score up to 35. Tube now the one looking for the jam. As I said, Tube needs all he can get. He doesn't get that one, though. Lead cut down by Tinppa. It's now 35-13. Tube with a great save there, having to dive past the end line and gets through with that one. 46-13. Tube with the advantage. And yes, Disc Jam Dojo has tournaments every week. Check them out at discjamdojo.challenge.com. Untubular won that set 60-13. He needs it. He needs all he can get. He needs 3 straight games to move on in this tournament. Tinppa scored before. 11-0 Tinppa. Start set number 2. Near lob by Tube. Blue shot by Tinppa. Untubular finding that opposite corner. 13-11. Tube has the lead. And Tube scores on that shot that Tinppa gave him nearly the whole court to score. Interesting concession by Tinppa. We go back and forth with some perfects, but Tube has to slide and lob. Another slide, another lob by Tube, but cuts off that shot and deflects it over the net. 37-11. Tube, even though he was faced with Tinppa on juice, was able to take that rally. And yes, join our Discord if you want more information about our tournaments. And also follow us on Twitter at Disc Jam Dojo. And Tinppa there with a filth from mid-court, scoring. He's down by 5. Tube has the lead still in this set, 37-32. Tinppa with a super, It was a Pythagoras, but Tube got to it. Tinppa, under that lob, throws a perfect shot to the opposite corner. He has the advantage, 44-37. Super by Tinppa, it's a saw blade. Tube gets to it, it was a blue return. Tinppa with a Pythagoras. Tube got to that one. Tube getting to everything, but not able to get a perfect until now. Tube with a lob. Tinppa down the line. Tube with a lob. Tinppa down the line. Tube down the line, but it's blue. Tinppa now with a lob. Tube threw one. That was a perfect. We're back to perfects, but Tinppa with a slide and a lob. We're up to 30 points in this rally. Back to perfects, back and forth. Tube now with a lob. Tinppa with a perfect, Tube with a perfect. And Tinppa scores, it's 82-37. Tinppa takes set 2. We're in the third set. Tube really needed that set to change the momentum. Obviously, Tube needs this set or he's eliminated. But if he won a game 2-0, would have changed the course, would have given him some momentum going on. Now, Tube has to fight again just to win a game from Tinppa. As we go back and forth with some a whitetail shot by Tinppa. Tube almost didn't get to it. But we see Tube has the juice. Tinppa also now has the juice. We see some wall rides from both. Wall ride cut off by Tube, but it's a blue shot. Now lob by Tinppa. We're back. Tinppa throwing one that just barely hits that last panel. 29-13. Tinppa in the lead. Lob by Tube. Tinppa down the line. Tinppa has the juice. Tube looking to build it. Tinppa with a filth. He scores 47-13. He has the advantage, looking to put away Tube. It's a saw blade, and he does. Tinppa 53-13 that final set. Tinppa with the sweep. And Tinppa moving on to the final.